Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, we're back with another Jersey Quest. This time it's a franchise mode, because we're in NHL 19, following our fun Super Mario World Let's Play, and the very unfortunate uh, FC 25 Kid Quest Career Mode, where EA's terrible coders kind of ended that one prematurely. But I will kind of address that then, because obviously, like, the recording second half of that, where I was like, I was very upset the fact that the game screwed me over so hard. I was like, I'm just gonna end it here because it just take too much work to like to even try and get back to the point. And then like the owner objectives would be different and stuff. So I was like, whatever. And I also kind of like on reflection after the fact think that that kind of one where it's FC25 Spurs home kit, Brennan Johnson will be kind of obviously not the last one ever, but the last one I do kind of in terms of getting kits for like the entire Europa League winning team, because obviously he was the scored the match winner. It's the most important one, and thankfully I do already own the home kit from that year, so it'd just be like getting the name set and the patches and all that stuff anyways for me to actually have to buy and get the jersey set up. So as a Spurs fan, I try and buy the kits every year, so at least especially when they're on discount. So I got that like before when Spurs obviously were in the like kind of having a bad Premier League season, like who knew if we were going to win the Europa League or not. So the kit was on a pretty deep discount. So I already have the kit, so it's not a big deal in terms of I can like hold off on doing that one, wait until I have like the last one for like not so like because some of the players obviously we've done like a couple of different jersey quests for them. Like Sony done a couple, Radu we've done a couple, but it's kind of like the last one where you have like every single person on the squad has one kit each. Brian Johnson's that one will be the last one. So yeah, so obviously now here we're kind of here for a jersey quest obviously, so let's kind of get more into that. Again, I think I kind of like the whole format. I've been really liking it, where it's just like one giant video, because it kind of just keeps things a little easier, and like it's not like a bajillion tiny videos where it's just like one larger video, so you can kind of experience the whole thing and move between seasons easier and stuff. To kind of see how things progress. Yeah, so you can see here we're in NHL 19 with the Detroit Red Wings, which is a team. So obviously, like I've been playing franchise mode for years. Obviously, I think NHL 19 or 18 was my first game when I got like back into hockey back then, and so I've been doing franchise mode for like pretty much ever since then. So I've like done a lot of different teams, various game stuff. But like I've never actually done a Detroit Red Wings one, like an A game before, so it should be fun. But if you remember, we're kind of doing the whole we're starting off on kind of like 1,000 games played for skaters, 500 for goalies, going through all the players that have played for the Islanders that have hit that milestone. So we're here with Thomas Vanek, who played, how many games was it? 1,029 for in the NHL. Played like I think it was basically a full season. Um, so yeah, he's. So obviously there's a player you're probably thinking like Andrew Ladd, but because he's one I'm like kind of up in the air about doing. So he's obviously another left winger. He played like barely 1,000 games, I think. He played yeah, that literally 1,001. But he's kind of one I'm up in the air about because obviously he was a part of the 2010 Chicago Blackhawks and that kind of whole debacle. So like it's kind of iffy for me morally trying to like do one of those. Like any of the players on that kind of roster that won the cup, because obviously what happened, like that we didn't find out 2 years later. So like for now, I'm just gonna skip over him. Maybe in the future I'll come back, but kind of yeah, at this moment in time, not really something I want to do. So we're skipping ahead, basically a left winger to the next left winger who played 1,000 games, who also played for the Islanders, was Thomas Vanek. And as I said, he played 1,029 over his career. Played like basically like half a season ish with the New York Islanders, and would have stayed longer if we hadn't done the evil thing that we did and moved to the Barclays Center. But yeah, so he was there for that one brief season. They kind of bounced around a lot after that, and ended his career after the 2018-19 season with the Detroit Red Wings. And he played his 1,000th game during that year, which was on where was it? January 4th, 2019, against the Nashville Predators. He scored a goal in that game, which is pretty cool. So he scored a point in his 1,000th game. So obviously means this Detroit basically has only won 2 jerseys in history, We're doing the Red Wings home jersey. Yeah, obviously Adidas, because it's 2018-19. And then, as I said, player is, this is not going to pull up because it's stats, yeah. Let me pull up edit lines so we can see him here. Yeah, so here he is, Thomas Vanek, boop, player info. So as you can see, he's left winger, age 34. Let's look at his contract, because he actually retired at the end of the season. Yeah, so he's got like 1 year left on his deal, so I don't know. He did end up retiring after the 18-19 season, but he might, considering he's like, what, 81 overall, only 34. We might be able to get like another season or two out of him if we don't win the cup this first year, which we probably won't because the Red Wings obviously missed the playoffs that year. So we'll have to see. But we should hopefully, we're also get at least this first season. We'll see if he retires at the end, but we should at least hopefully get a second season considering he's only 34. But you never know. So yeah, is there anything else we to touch on? As we hit obviously his Red Wings, the home jersey, Thomas Vanek, because he played 1,000 games. And yeah, so we should probably miss the playoffs. So I guess you'll find out in like a couple seconds after I start talking. But yeah, this should be a fun one for me because I never played as the Red Wings before. So hopefully you enjoy it as well. But yeah, so I'm going to stop talking for now. In a couple seconds, you'll hear the 2018-19 season recap part of this Jersey Quest franchise mode. Okay, so as you can see here, we're not quite in the free agency period, but you can see we are kind of in the re-sign period. And Thomas Vanek did not retire after the 2018-19 season, which is good. But then, as you can see here, he does not want to sign a new contract with the Detroit Red Wings. He wants to test the market and join free agency. So this is going to be a 1 year one, I guess, either way. I was anticipating maybe he would retire because, he retired after that season IRL, but nope, he just doesn't want to sign with the Red Wings. So this is it. So I'll just kind of quickly kind of recap the 2018-19 season and then wrap it up. So you can't see our regular season thing here because that's annoying. Okay, so as you can see here on the screen, we finished with a 37, 35, and 10 record, which was good for, not really good, but gave us 84 points, which was not good. I guess it was good because better than they actually did that year, but not so good as we were 12 points back of making the playoffs, so not great. Goals for per game 2.65, goals against per game 2.9. So when the goals against is higher than goals for, not gonna have a good season, as we clearly saw. In terms of scoring, does he not even show up? Wow. Okay. So in terms of scoring, as you can see, Dylan Larkin was our leading scorer, 19 goals, 50 assists, 69 points. So not bad. A little below what he actually finished with that year as leading scorer of the Red Wings. I think he finished with 73 points. Yeah, 73 points. And a lot better like in the secondary scoring department. And then Thomas Vanek, he's not in this screen, so we'll go back to the contract screen, I guess. Thomas Vanek, player info. Well, it doesn't have his stats. Full career stats. There we go. Yeah, so he played all 82 games. He was our second highest scorer on the team. 23 goals, 33 assists, 56 points, so pretty good. So with that kind of stats, I was like, maybe he won't retire, maybe he'll stick around, which he did end up doing. But it's like, nah, screw Detroit, I'm out of here, which sucks. We only a +1, which kind of like our top line only a +1, kind of goes to show not great season. 15 power play points though, pretty decent. Pretty decent total for him. But yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate that he doesn't want to stick around. So that's we got regular season stuff, stats. So I guess kind of awards is the last thing kind of do because we didn't obviously make the playoffs. So as you can see, the Capitals went back to back. They won the Stanley Cup. President's Trophy was the Lightning, who finished with 105 points, and the Caps beat who were the actual 2019 Stanley Cup champions, St. Louis Blues, in the Cup final. The Blues are the top seed in the West with 102 points, which is definitely a lot better than their whole kind of miracle run to make the playoffs and then win the Cup that they did that year. But kind of cool that we actually kind of got one of the actual Cup finalists in the final. Boston finished second in the LX. They did pretty decent, but I don't know how far they actually make it in the playoffs. Let's see. Boston made it to the second round and got beat by Tampa Bay. Oh no, that's not true. I lied. I literally cannot read. Yeah, Boston made to the conference finals and lost in seven. So we were like this close. We were pretty close to having like the actual Cup Finals matchup from that year, which is pretty cool. But that's all the kind of team awards, individual awards. Tyler Sagan kind of mopped up a little bit. He was the leading scorer in the league, though. It was kind of low, which I think I kind of remember this game having that problem. It's like the point totals weren't that realistic. He only finished with 89 points. Who was like the leading scorer that year in the league? If we Wikipedia statistics. Leading. Oh, scoring leaders. Here we go. Yeah, Kucherov. That was your Kucherov finished with 128 points. So definitely a little not accurate in the scoring department there. But yeah, Sagan finished with 89. Hart, so you won that. Norris went to Chris Letang of the Penguins. Lady Bing went to Patrick Kane, who finished third in scoring with 83 points. Colin White, kind of funny because he ended up being pretty much a bust at the NHL level, won the Calder. Conn Smythe went to Ovi. Vezina went to John Gibson. Jennings went to Holtby, which is yeah, they finished first in their division, so I guess not that surprising. But Masterton went to Nicholas Hjalmarsson of the Coyotes, R.I.P. Claude Giroux won the Selke. Lindsay went to Sagan, and then the Rocket Richard, unsurprisingly, went to Ovi. I think he had like 50 goals. I don't even know if he had 50. He might have 40 something, to be honest, because like the scoring was so low. But yeah, that's all that kind of stuff. There really isn't much else to go into because Thomas Vanek is like, nope, I'm out of here. Peace. See you later. So he does not want to come back to the team, so I'm not going to force him to do that. So that's kind of the end of this Jersey Quest franchise mode. Another failure. But, well, it's kind of, you have lows, you have highs. It kind of is what it is. So next up on the channel, honestly not sure. I honestly have no idea, to be honest. So it'll be kind of fun when I find out myself in a couple minutes after I finish like editing and recording and uploading this video onto YouTube. I'm gonna have to like go and look and see what's next for me to play. But kind of excited to find out. But yeah, I don't know. So hopefully whatever it is cool and exciting and fun. And if you enjoyed this, you'll consider checking that out as well. Thank you.